40 years ago to the date, the famous Operation Entebbe took place, in which Israeli commandos rescued over 100 Israeli hostages on a hijacked plane that landed in Uganda. Almost every Israeli knows the movie Operation Yonatan, which tells a heroic yet tragic story. But perhaps one of the most memorable things about the movie is its beautiful song, Eretz Tzvi. Let's take a listen.
El Eretz Tzvi, el dvash sdoteha, el ha-karmel veha-midbar, el am asher lo yechesher.
Joining us now is Talma Alyagon-Roz, who wrote the lyrics to the song. Thanks for coming in.
Hello.
So, to begin, I want to read the chorus of this song in English
Okay.
because I know not all of our viewers speak and understand Hebrew, and then we'll talk about how you came up with the idea to write this. So the chorus goes, to Eretz Tzvi, which means the land of beauty, to the honey of its fields, to the Carmel and the desert, to people who will not go unheard, who will not abandon their sons to others, to Eretz Tzvi, which in its mountains pulses a city from generation to generation, to motherland whose sons are attached to her for better and for worse. Now, these are beautiful, beautiful words. Tell us, how did you come up with the idea to write this song?
Okay. How do you say Gilui Naot in English? I don't know, but I can tell you the story is like that. That I was working as a producer and songwriter in CBS Records.
Wow.
And Yoram Gaon, that was playing Yoni Netanyahu in the film, was one of our most important talent singer. And this music, it started as the theme song of the film. And then everybody decided that they want Yoram to sing a song because the melody is so nice, and to tell the story of Entebbe, the story of Mivtza Yonatan. And they asked me to do it. And the truth is that I said that I don't want to do it. This is the truth. And why I didn't want to do it, I said because I don't want to get any credit for something that they did, these hero people, all these soldiers, all the glory. And this was very childish because I didn't understand that if you have a talent to write a song, this is your vocation. So then they really put me in a room to sit and do it. But once, I cannot explain you because you weren't here at that time. That time was without telephones, without cell coms, cell phones, without internet, without anything. At 6 o'clock in the morning, I was woken up by my parents. Everybody in Israel was already outside. We all knew about it, because we were so excited. It's one of the most important moments in my life as an Israeli. I feel almost like crying now, because the moment I talk about it, I remember this feeling. And you're as if you're in a film. It doesn't happen really in life that they could do it, because we were very, very worried. The whole nation was in like one person, like one body, like one heart, all worried about all these 100 people, especially when they put them aside from the other people. And suddenly, when it happened, it turned immediately into a feeling of pride and euphoria and a bit of sadness because of Yoni Netanyahu, Major Yoni Netanyahu, that got killed, and the others that got killed in this operation. And it's usually this feeling that you are very happy and always there is also a thread of sorrow. This is our life here, and I think this is life anyhow, because that's how it is. And once I was sitting and listening to music, I like to write to music because I understand the words in the music, that I have it. And I poured out all the feeling that I had, all the excitement, all the things that filled me with this excitement. And now when I read the song, I don't believe that I've written it because it's bigger than me, this song. This song is bigger than life, and it had its own way towards, slowly, by the years, to all sorts of places that I didn't even know about it, because it became the theme song of Bnei Akiva. And
in many senses a theme song of Israel itself.
So it became, and a man, a friend of us that was a hostage, gave me a video to see how the Bar Mitzvah Bnei Akiva danced to this song. So the song comes to me more and more. By the years, it has its own life, and you never know what happens.
And so 2 years ago, you actually added a new verse, or
Yes.
a couple of verses to the song. Can you tell us why?
The story is like that, in 2006, in the middle of the second Lebanon war, that was a terrible war for us, I heard a lady talks, and she asked, then I understood she was the sister of Roy Klein, Major Roy Klein, that was a hero, really a hero of this war. Afterwards, I knew. And she asked for his memory to play in the radio the song that he loved most, and he educated all his youngsters, these youngsters that he was working with, and the soldiers, and all the values he took from there. And I listened to this song, and I'm telling you, it was very hot in the middle of the July, and I was pouring of crying because the words came back to me, and I understood the power of them from another side, and I felt a bit responsible to all the happenings that it caused, in a way, the good and the bad. And from that moment, I had a knowledge inside that this song is for me also of Roy Klein. It took 8 years that they made for me a program of all my songs, and they asked me to sing Eretz Tzvi. I said, why me Eretz Tzvi? Yoram Gaon, he wasn't there, but he says, I said, it's a song for a real, I can sing, but it's for a real singer with such a diapason. They said, because the parents of Roy Klein will be in the place. I said, okay. And when they all left me at home, I went into it, and I've decided to give Roy a verse, an added verse to the song with his story, which is actually a sort of a continuation of heroism. But now I miss this feeling, because nowadays we are not so united anymore. And I feel that we should do everything to honor all these people that die for this land, and the honoring of them is to find any way to make this country more peaceful and to love each other more. We are losing it in the debates that we used to know how to find the modus vivendi between all the principles, and now I wish that it will come back.
Well, this is wonderful that you are so optimistic in the face of, so much of the violence we're seeing recently here in Israel. And your song has had a huge impact on so many different generations of young Israelis and Jews around the world. So thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.